This is Matthew Slawson's property, September 14th. Starting in the back corner while Aubrey blows in the front. We just did some simple cleanup on these bushes here, snipped some of the rest of the lavender that was still remaining, and shaped things up a bit. Also shaped up this bush a bit so it was a bit straighter along the edge, but we didn't cut it back too far. And we did the same thing on this bush here. Didn't touch these grasses at all, but we did pick some weeds from this gravel and kind of tidied things up a bit along the side here. Picked up some leaves and twigs and general debris. Also a lot of debris pickup on this side here. We got underneath these plants and these plants to pick up some leaves and sticks. And then just some small weeding between the rocks here. It wasn't too bad. Picked out some dried grass here. We tried our best to shape these big bushes here, but they're a bit too tall for us to reach the top. So we'll probably have to bring a ladder next time just to get these things up here. And then this branch on this tree had also snapped and gotten tangled up with the bush, so I'd like to cut that back next time, but we'll definitely need a ladder to reach that as well. Did some weeding here, and then some debris pickup, leaves, twigs, and stuff like that. Same thing with along the side of the driveway, just picking up debris and getting things all tidy. Like they mentioned in the last video, there was a bit of animal poop just around, kind of a minefield, especially on the side, but it wasn't as bad as it looked in the last video, which was nice. Along the side here, some general weeding. We weren't able to get the small tree parts without getting out all of the mulch, so we just picked up the big leaves. And then spent a good amount of time shaping the bamboo, make the edge nice and straight here. And then picked out any dead bamboo shoots in between. And then also cleaned up the side back here and then between the stairs. Did some deadheading on this grassy bush here, and then we didn't really touch the back here since it was looking pretty okay. We might have to pick up some debris next time, but it doesn't look too bad overall. Cleaned up this bamboo side too, and picked some bamboo shoots that had gone in between these trees here, since we probably didn't want those to spread outside of the line that they're already in. And then we cleaned up the line of this flowering bush as well, just to make it look a bit more tidy. And then cleaned up those bushes back here and tidied up the gravel a bit with some weeds that were growing in between them. We picked weeds out of these tree rings and cleaned up the grass around them, and then picked debris in this bed and did a little bit of fluffing of the mulch with the big heavy rake. These grasses, we just pulled out the biggest dead parts that were kind of hanging out over the edge. Cleaned up this line along the driveway a bit and picked up a bunch of debris from in between the ground cover. Some parts of this ground cover still needed to be deadheaded, so we took care of that. Cleaned up the line a little bit. We didn't touch this plant, which I assume is what we're taking out next time, since it still looks pretty nice from Lauren's pruning last time. So we'll leave that until we cut it basically to the ground next month. Mostly the same over on this side as well, just cleaning up a whole bunch of debris, fallen leaves and sticks and stuff, and then cleaning up the edge a little bit. I also trimmed back the fire witches a bit, since they were a bit dry and had all finished blooming. Did some weeding along the side, picking up debris, and then Aubrey deadheaded all of this ground cover as well. Got it looking all nice and less dry. And then along the side, just some more picking up debris, trimmed back these, and then cleaned up the line a bit here as well.